Hello and thanks for staying with us. Customs management continues to implement good government policies all over the country. Also on customs support, more seizures by most commands in the country. Plus, more report. I am Egiseme Idinye. Stay tuned. The custom management has continued to implement new measures that will help the management alongside stakeholders in the industry to continue to clear their consignment at the port without delay. The B Odogu system introduced by Nigerian Customs Service has continued to increase revenue drive of the customs all over the country. The B Odogu system has helped for the revenue generation in most commands in the country.
It's important that we create this platform for ourselves so that you can share your concerns with us, so that we can know your experience on the application of Odogu. I really want to appreciate some of our reform champions, some of our migration champions, who have really done their best to ensure that we bring Odogu to your doorsteps. You saw the beautiful videos that were played. We started it out there in PTML. I remember that when we first went to PTML, I saw some anxiety. I saw some butterflies in some of our officers, particularly the officer in charge of the rollout there, CSC Oladepo. Thank you very much. Please, let's kindly acknowledge the contribution of this man. In fact, there was a time I was going to ask for his birthday so that I buy him a clipper, because that particular time he had no time to visit the barbers and all of that because of the stress. But now he has become a Bodogu champion. And it was the same situation with AC Fayam and all the other officers who we brought the pressure of the rollout. So the first point is for me to acknowledge their efforts, to acknowledge what the PR unit has done in terms of the information that they have put out. But in the true manner of a thoroughbred public relations officer, and who has also gone through the rigors of Command and Staff College. No matter how good it is, we must find something to enhance it. So I'm going to suggest, and of course I'm going to lead that charge, to ensure that we make Bodogu truly indigenous. I sat down there and I listened to the second video, putting us through what we needed to do when you want to log in. And I was hearing some nice, high-sounding Queen's English. I think the narration was speaking through our nose. Oh, that's bad, which is nice. I'm very sure some people will enjoy it. But can we take this a step further? If Bodogu is indigenous, why don't we also do this in Pidgin English? I don't know if any of you had seen a football match being transmitted on Super Sports, owned by a South African platform, of a match being played and then the commentaries being run in Pidgin English. It is sweet, die. People will enjoy the commentary more than the football match itself. So when people hear things like, when you open the dashboard, in a computer system, some of our people who have not yet at that skill, they will ask you, now which one be dashboard for the computer? Now motor with the drive, where they see dashboard. So I think it must be a deliberate strategy on our part to make sure that we break all of this information down to all our stakeholders, so that the more people that understand it from the grassroots, from the very bottom of the rung, the better for us. That's the second issue. The third issue is related to a Nigerian popular proverb, which says, better soup na money kill am. Technology is not cheap. As we migrate from one system to the other, we make a lot of investments in the technology rollout.
The Nigerian Custom Board has approved appointment of some officers from the rank of controller to ACGs and from ACG to DCG in the country. The decoration was performed in Abuja.
The Nigerian Customs Service Board, NCSB, has announced a sweeping round of appointments, promotions, and operational updates aimed at strengthening the leadership and efficiency of the service. The decisions were reached at the 63rd regular meeting of the board, which held on Tuesday, September 2, 2025, under the chairmanship of the Honorable Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun. Among major outcomes was the appointments of 4 new Deputy Comptroller Generals, DCGs, and 12 Assistant Comptroller Generals, ACGs. These appointments, the board explained, were necessary to fill vacancies created by recent retirements, while also ensuring equitable representation across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones. The newly appointed DCGs include A.B. Mohammed from the Northwest, G.O. Omale from the North Central, O.C. Obi from the South-South, and D. Unadi from the Southeast. Their elevation places them in the service's top management team with responsibility for steering critical operational areas. Similarly, the 12 new ACGs reflect a broad spread across the regions. They include MP Binga, Northeast, C.A. Ao, Southeast, A.B. Shoaibu, North Central, A.T. Abe, Northwest, K. Mohammed, Northwest, B. Mohammed, Northwest, T.M. Daniel, North Central, B. Oramalugo, Southeast, O.P. Olaniyan, Southwest, B. Olomu, Southwest, I.K. Oladeji, Southwest, and C.C. Dim, Southeast. The board also approved the promotion of a total of 3,312 senior officers. The promotions, which cut across various ranks from Comptroller of Customs CC down to Assistant Superintendent of Customs 2, ASC 2, are designed to reward hard work and merit. In addition, the services management approved the promotion of 202 junior officers. The affected personnel were elevated from the rank of Assistant Inspector of Customs AIC to Customs Assistant 1 CA1. This, according to the board, demonstrates the service's dedication to career progression at every level. Beyond appointments and promotions, the meeting reviewed the service's performance in revenue mobilization for the first half of 2025. Between January and June, the Nigerian Customs Service collected a total of 3.68 trillion naira, surpassing its projected target by 390.19 billion naira, or 11.85%. In practical terms, this means the service has already achieved 55.93% of its annual target in just 6 months. The board described the outcome as a reflection of ongoing reforms, improved compliance among stakeholders, and effective development of technology. The session also received updates on the ongoing trade modernization projects. Notable milestones include the wider deployment of the Unified Customs Management System, UCMS, codenamed B. Odogu, and the arrival of 6 new scanners, including an FS 6000 model to boost non-intrusive inspection. Other key advancements include the procurement of Electronic Cargo Tracking System, ECTS, equipment, the setup of a Centralized Image Analysis System, CIAS, at Customs Headquarters, reinforcement of cybersecurity systems, the establishment of a multi-channel help desk, and capacity building programs for officers. On disciplinary matters, The board announced the demotion of 2 officers for misconduct, while also reinstating 2 others after a review of their cases. This, it stressed, was in line with its commitments to accountability and fairness. The Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, congratulated all newly appointed and promoted officers on behalf of the board. He urged them to justify the confidence reposed in them by redoubling their dedication to service. Adeniyi also reiterated the service's commitment to innovation, inclusivity, transparency, and excellence in service delivery, while appreciating the support and guidance of the Honorable Minister of Finance.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The wife of the Comptroller General of Nigerian Customs Service has officially inaugurated Kebbi Command of COA, where a lot of students present on the occasion were also presented with working tools in their various schools.
The national president of the Customs Officers' Wives Association, COA, Mrs. Kikela Adeniyi, on Friday, 29 August 2025, inaugurated the newly established COA Secretariat in Kebbi State in a ceremony held at the Nigeria Customs Service NCS Kebbi Area Command Headquarters, Birnin Kebbi. The historic occasion was graced by the wife of the Kebbi State Governor, Hajia Nafisa Nasir Idris, Koran Gwandu, who joined Mrs. Adeniyi in officially commissioning the Secretariat. The development marks a significant milestone for COA, as it is the first major activity of the association in the states since the creation of the Kebbi Area Command in 2019, following its separation from the Sokoto Kebbi Zamfara Command. Following the commissioning, Mrs. Adeniyi and Hajia Nafisa distributed relief materials to dozens of widows and orphans, including those of fallen custom officers. The donation, which featured food items and writing materials, was described as a demonstration of COA's unwavering commitments to supporting the families of officers as well as vulnerable members of the wider community. In her address, the COA National President expressed deep appreciation to the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, for his steadfast support in advancing the association's mission and vision. She also commended the Kebbi Area Comptroller, Comptroller C.C. Nwokore, for his tireless efforts in organizing the event and ensuring it was celebrated in a colorful atmosphere. Ms. Adeniyi stated COA remains dedicated to uplifting widows, orphans, and other less privileged groups. The establishment of this secretariat is a testament to our resolve to strengthen our activities across the country and provide sustainable support where it is needed most. In a goodwill message, the wife of the Kebbi State Governor warmly welcomed the COA president and a delegation to the state. She pledged continued collaboration in initiatives that align with the current administration's social welfare agenda, particularly in caring for widows and orphans. She also prayed for the safe journey of the visiting delegation back to their base. Earlier, in his remarks, Comptroller Nwokore highlighted the importance of the inauguration, describing it as a landmark development in the history of the Kebbi Area Command. He noted that the absence of COA's presence since the command's creation made the event even more significant, attributing its success to the leadership and support of the current Comptroller General. The event was attended by senior officers of the Nigeria Customs Service, members of COA, and dignitaries from Kebbi State, who commended the association's humanitarian outreach and reaffirmed their support for its initiatives.
The Federal Operation Unit Zone A and also the Ogun State Controller has continued to brief members of the press on how they have been working alongside with other government-approved agencies to stop importation of contraband items into the country. First to speak is FOU Controller, also in Lagos. The Federal Operation Unit Zone A has accepted firearms and ammunition and industrial drums. The controller in charge of FOU Zone A said that the guns were loaded in a car along Idara Bush Path near Ogun State border.
On Thursday, 7th of August 2025, at approximately 0:21 3 hours, one of our patrol teams, acting on credible intelligence, intercepted a Nissan Almera vehicle suspected of conveying prohibited items via the Idara Bush Path near the border in Ogun State. Upon sighting our officers, the driver and one passenger abandoned the vehicle and flew into the bush to evade arrest. A thorough search of the intercepted vehicle revealed the following items: carefully concealed within second-hand clothing and cartons of spaghetti. The items intercepted are as follows: 14 used Joseph Magnum semi-automatic firearms designed in Italy with the following numbers. Maybe when I give you the copy, you can see the following numbers. And then one used Mosaic pump action shotgun made in US with its own serial number. A total of 15 assorted firearms and 4,841 rounds of ammunition. Live ammunition, not ammunition only. Live ammunition. 2 cartons of Dano spaghetti, 20 pieces per carton. 2 belts and 1 sack of used clothing. Additionally, another patrol team made a separate interception of a Volkswagen Sprinter bus suspected to be conveying drones in a wooden box along the Akure or Aziz in Ogun State, one on the return patrol. The arrest occurred at about 09:10 hours of 9th August 2025. Further investigation of the bus confirms the drones are to be industrial drones without proper documents. One suspect was arrested in connection with the seizure. The drones, second-hand clothing, and cartons of spaghetti have a duty-paid value of about 377,110,800,000 naira only. The interception of these security-threatening items underscore the unwavering commitment of the service under the leadership of Controller General of Customs Bashir Adewale Adeni, who doubles as the Chairman Council of Customs worldwide. To disrupt the activities of non-state actors and safeguard national security. This effort reflects the service dedication to combating smuggling and criminality at our borders while restoring law and order. Let me make this opportunity to reiterate that the possession of arms, ammunition, or drones of this nature requires valid approval, permits, and an end-user certificate from the Office of the National Security Advisor. Any deviation from these regulatory requirements will be treated as a deliberate attempt to undermine the national security and will be met with swift and decisive action by all relevant security agencies, including the NCS. These kind of seizures are not achieved without serious planning, intelligence gathering, and tactical execution. I therefore commend the bravery, professionalism, and commitment of our officers, whose effort made this successful interception possible. The unit remains resolute and vigilant in its mission to suppress smuggling to the barest minimum. At a time when our nation faces complex security challenges, it is imperative that all stakeholders remain aligned in our collective efforts to prevent these non-state actors from achieving their criminal objectives. I therefore call on all well-meaning Nigerians to report suspicious movement or activities within their communities. Your vigilance is critical to enable law enforcement agencies to carry their duties effectively.
While the controller in charge of Ogun 1 Command also has his to say and warns smugglers against bringing in consignment not approved into the country.
I address you here on the significant seizures recorded by the command, particularly in the areas of illicit drugs and their means of conveyance. At that time, I made a firm commitment that the command, under my leadership, will not relent in combating the menace of smuggling, nor bow to the antics of recalcitrant economic saboteurs who undermine our nation's economy and security. Anti-smuggling achievement recorded. I'm delighted to inform you today that, true to our words, the command has sustained the momentum and recorded remarkable achievements within this short period. Through intelligence-driven operations, resilience, and the unwavering commitment of our gallant officers, we successfully made the following seizures. Number 1, foreign parboiled rice of 50 kg each. We have 4,424 bags, which is over 7 truckloads. Number 2, we have cannabis sativa, commonly known as marijuana. We have 50 sacks. They are there. And 1,936 parcels of coconut size, all totaling 1,000 kg. If I'm not mistaken, that's about 1 ton. That's 50 bags of rice or 20 bags of rice. How many bags of rice is that? 50. Then, number 3, pneumatic tires used. We have 105 pieces. Used clothing, 21 bales and 3 sacks. Foreign used vehicles, commonly known as Tokumbo, we have 3 units, including a Rolls Royce. Worth millions of naira. Then premium motor spirit, PMS, we have 6,000 liters, 6,400 liters. The DPV, that's the duty pay value of the aforementioned seizures, amount to 1,401,531,923 naira 95 kobo. I call it again. 1,401,531,923 naira 95 kobo, representing a significant economic loss to smugglers, but a huge gain to our economy and security. Revenue performance. In addition to these anti-smuggling feats, the command also sustained efforts in revenue generation. I'm pleased to inform you that in July 2025, Ogun 1 Area Command generated a total revenue of 54,191 naira, which is higher than the 35 million recorded in the corresponding month of 2024. This represents a commendable increase of 24.47%. This remarkable growth
The outgoing controller in charge of Lekki Free Trade Zone Command, Controller Omolomo, has officially handed over to a new controller, Abubakar, in Lagos. He has this to say while handing over to the new controller.
Controller Abubakar is a woman of integrity and strength. She is not only my colleague, she is my sister, and one that I have very deep respect for because of her professionalism. I have no doubt that her wealth of experience will speak for itself here, and we will soon see the full impact by the special grace of God. In the course of my stewardship here, I have been specially blessed with your support, your loyalty, and your unwavering commitment. Whatever successes that we celebrate today are not mine alone. They are as a result of the collective efforts of a very hardworking team. I want to urge you to please extend a higher amount of support to my successor so that the command will move to greater levels. Leadership changes, but our shared mission do not change. And we know our mission. We have a responsibility in providing an enabling environment for legitimate trade to flourish. For us to generate the required amount of revenue for the government. For us to be vigilant and ensure that no unwholesome products come into the country, no illicit, dangerous, or offensive or outlawed items find their way into Nigeria through our corridor. We have a responsibility in all this. And I strongly believe that we shall all work together to ensure that we advance the fortunes of the customs to continue to play a vital role as an instrument of national development. This morning, permit me to highlight very briefly some of the achievements we have been able to record as a team. In the area of revenue generation, the command has recorded a phenomenal growth. Last year, we had a cumulative revenue of 358 billion. But from January to August 2025, to the glory of God, I'm pleased to say, we have been able to generate 459 billion. And this is a testament to the professionalism and hard work of our officers and the trust of our compliance stakeholders.
While the new controller was presented with a flag of the service as a mark of handing over to her.
A round of applause, please. A round of applause, please.
You may have your seat, please. You may have your seat.
I am home. I am home. I am home. I said this 3 times because when I came here and I saw the faces, I know that I am home. I'm a mother. I have my sisters with me, and I have my brothers as well, and I have my children as well. I will not say much. We are here to work as a family. We are here to carry out the CGC's mandate, and God will help us. God will help us. He will be with us. He will guide us. He will protect us. And He will lead the way for us. And at the end of the day, we will all say, Alhamdulillah, and we say, thank you, Lord. To my brother, this will mark the beginning of a new thing in your life. Everything that has a beginning will have an end. But this is a new beginning. It's not an end. It's a new beginning and a new journey in your life. And like I used to tell people, you are buying out from pressure to pleasure. When you know what pressure means and you know what pleasure means, you will thank God for today, of which we are all looking forward to and praying that God will make us too to live in peace, and all our entitlements, we will collect it while we're still alive. You are alive, you are healthy. I'm happy, I'm proud to see my children. They all stood by you. And that is our joy. As an officer, as a father, and as a brother, I'm proud of you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Just before the end of this week edition of the program Customs Report, we brought you a report where the management of Nigerian Customs Service has continued to praise the introduction of B. Odogu in customs submissions all over the country. For me, Egeseme Etinye, thanks for watching.